Alright, rolling. What up?
What up?
It should be episode 2.
We
Actually, episode 3, but we messed it up.
Episode 2.
This is episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
It's been a while.
Yeah, since
Not for us, for them.
Yeah. For us, we see each other pretty much almost every day, pretty much.
Yeah.
What it feels like.
Yeah.
The reason we're saying it should have been episode
3
instead of 2 is because we have episode 2 technically, well, for the most part, technically done.
There's 10 minutes.
10 minutes that we didn't get to do, kind of finish up what we wanted to finish up talking about.
Oh, that day was crazy.
But, because we had our ass. I don't know if we should, I feel like we should. Well, the thing was, okay, so we were filming the whole thing, and then when we got to a certain point in time, that's when the camera kind of crapped out a bit. And then on top of that, I don't want to say we, because it was mostly me that
we're using faulty equipment, dude.
Ratchet stuff set up with the newspaper. I had Matt, Ellen, I don't want to say her name out to the public right now, but I almost did. Cousin, her and her friend had some tasty treats that
they were really tasty.
We wanted to partake in that were of the medicinal nature. And then what? And then they came over and we ate, and you ate a lot of these tasty treats. I ate quite a few over time, and then it definitely didn't turn out.
I ate right away.
you ate damn treats just all up in your mouth, bro. At that point.
You had them as the night was going on.
Well, here's the thing about edibles that I feel like...
Oh, so we didn't tell them. It was edibles.
Oh, yeah. It was edibles. So we ate edibles with them, gummies.
Did they even eat any?
I don't think her friend did. I think the other one did, obviously, with us. But her friend was mostly just smoking. I mean, we didn't just eat edibles, we also smoked the joints. So it was like double trouble.
Wait, who did that?
Who did that? All of us did that. Well, I would say probably lesser than me, though, because I didn't want,
I don't remember
that. But no, yeah, that was crazy, man. That night was crazy.
Yeah, so what was the aftermath like? Or should we do, what was it like during the effects?
Well, here's the thing, though. That's what I was saying. Most people think that, depending on how much you take, it's all just a fun ride, edibles itself. But I feel like that's because most people took normal doses. Most people take normal doses, but I feel like if you took how much we took over that whole night.
What was it, 10 servings?
Yeah, 10 servings, and then on top of that, more other side of the weed stuff too. So it was just I felt like I was spaced the hell out. And I know you know about the other dimensions though.
Oh, dude.
Bragging about other dimension, being in.
I was literally in another dimension. And he was with me.
At one certain point, I kind of want to play the recording just to be because I was so.
You can edit it in.
Well, because I was I was gone, but I knew where we were at, and we weren't in that dimension. But I knew where we were at, but I still was feeling the effects. I was like, oh man, that's not what I want. This is not what I want.
Okay. You had it way worse in the morning than I did. I was messed up pretty early because it
hit you like a truck.
Yeah, so my system was clearer in the morning than you were.
Oh, dude, in the morning I felt like
this man had to crawl because we were hungry, and my mouth was so dry.
Okay, but here's the thing though. So there's that one show on Netflix. They just released one of the newer seasons. It was Alone, where all they do is try to survive out in the wilderness. That's what it felt like, dude. Because you were gone as hell on the bed, you were in another dimension, and yeah, we were both starving, but at the same time, we both had super dry mouths. So I was trying to make sure we were drinking enough water, but at the same time, I needed to go get us food. But I think at the time, my feet didn't want to work.
Yeah, you lose all control of your feet. Now I know how. What's that NBA player's name? The one that joined the Lakers?
Dion Waiters.
Dion Waiters, when he was gone, like he was passed out. I know how he feels.
When I read that report when he had that, when he freaked out on the team plane when he was playing for the Heat, like that he got freaked out. I was like, dude, this guy's a pussy.
Yeah, it's legit.
Well, like the thing was, like I got up out of bed and I stood up on my feet, but then I was like, these things are not gonna move, so I just crumbled down to the ground and I was like slapping across the floor. Where I feel like if somebody else was here and they were witnessing what was going on, it was a pretty big challenge, bro. It was a big.
They would have thought that we were playing night crawlers.
Where's the blanket, bro? Can you use it for a forest field, or away from the lava? No, but
I was scared of drinking a lot of water because I feared having to try to get to the bathroom. Because I didn't feel confident that I could walk. Like, I would have to crawl like you did.
Dude, that was freaking... Yeah.
But the other dimension is real, dude. Okay, I was thinking that we were in an infinite loop of a repeat, and that night felt like months.
Here's the thing, though. I heard that, like, in terms of, like...
Obviously, we're hallucinating.
What's the thing? I heard, in terms of, like, spirituality and, like, trying to find yourself... Mushrooms are the best thing to do. Like, they actually take you on, like, a journey, like a psychedelic journey. And, like,
bro, I'm not trying to wake up in, like, some weird forest with...
I would love that, dude. Think about all the...
No, I don't want to... I want to mentally go there, but not physically. I don't want to do anything
Well, that's the whole
physically.
point. What do you think? You think you're going to take a mushroom, you're going to end up in Denver in the middle of a forest?
Like, what if I end up in a forest, like, 100 miles away, and I'm like, how did I get here?
There's the other dimension, apparently.
Yeah, there's a wormhole.
I don't know, man. I definitely would like to take mushrooms at some point just to try to see.
I
hear that they, like...
No way, Jose.
They help make your, like, whole mind clear so you can see, like, what you lack, what you don't lack, like, your weak points and your strengths.
But it doesn't affect everyone the same way. What if you have a bad reaction to it?
Not many people have bad reactions to mushrooms.
Well,
because they're earthy. They're
one of the podcasts that I listened to, he took mushrooms, and he said that he saw demons in his bathroom.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to see that, bro. I already saw weird non-alien aliens.
Those are probably freaking body wash lotions and shit like that. He probably thought those were fucking some type of like. I'm serious. That's what I think he probably thought.
You know what's weird? That like we're pretty level-headed people. We're reasonable and rational, right? As soon as you take some hallucinating drugs, our minds are like all over the place, and we don't believe in anything that we should believe in. Like, we don't have a stable, what do you call it? Like a foundation of reality. That gets thrown out the window as soon as you start hallucinating.
Well, I'm just laughing because I keep thinking about it, like from when on when I told you to go lay in my bed, and then I was still out here trying to entertain them, and then like I sat down there across from here.
Oh, dude, you're trying too hard.
Trying to look at them, and then like. It's just like the whole city just felt like it was like crumbling. It just felt like what you thought the freaking balcony would just fall diagonally across. That's what I honestly felt was happening, and I was like, dude, at this point, I know something. You ever seen those episodes from That 70s Show when like he's sitting there talking with his parents, and his parents are, like giving him
and
he's like, he's like, like that's how I felt. It wasn't loud. I was like, oh fuck, what's going on?
I felt the same way when you checked in on me on the bathroom.
That was so funny.
I opened the door for you. You were like, it's just me. And I was like, okay. I opened the bathroom door, and then you're just like wobbling, and I'm like, bro.
You just gave me like that blank stare where you're just like looking at me like with super focus, like intent, but it was just like blank, like there's nothing.
Because I concentrate so much to keep myself like stable, right? So I have to focus so hard just to remind myself where I'm at. It's almost like when you're looking in the mirror, like, all right, bro, you give yourself a pep talk. Like,
focus.
We're going to do this. Come on, focus. That's how I felt. But then it was just too powerful. Like,
last couple times that I've ever like overindulged in anything, whether it was that night on edibles or whether it was on like the last time we drank, which was with CJ and them, it was like...
Oh, I had a pretzel. You guys are the ones that were
Yeah, but like that night, I think it was just because I was trying to go drink with him.
Oh yeah, you got super wasted.
But I was still relatively there. It's just like in my mind, I was like I just wanted to be in
They
bed.
were gone.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they were definitely gone. Well, that's the thing. Though, like, whenever I get drunk or whenever, like, if I get high or something like that, my first immediate instinct has nothing to do about, like, really taking care of myself. It literally just has to do with, like, my immediate need to get into bed. I'm like, yo, you got to get into bed right now. Like, you need to go sleep right now. Get some sleep. Because sleep solves everything, dude. You're depressed, get some sleep. Your girl freaking cheated on you with a bunch of black dudes, get some sleep. You know what I mean? Like,
until your sleeps are... When you're dreaming, you're in another dimension.
Well, I thought you were going to say, I'll tell you, girls cheating on you in your dream. Oh, fuck, dude.
No, but anyways, that's why we didn't get the second episode out last week.
Maybe some point we might, like, slice and piece that part together, because there was some good stuff, like that name.
Oh, yeah, we had a solid episode.
What else were we talking about in that one? I don't remember.
That's alright. We'll move on.
So yeah, dude, what have you been up to? I feel like even though we see each other every weekend, there's some stuff during the week that we go through that like we don't really interact with each other during the week aside from like random comments to each other.
I've been looking at different properties, trying to house hunt or condo hunt. Or you know what's crazy? Yesterday, I got a message that a house was on sale. 2 hours later, that same house got sold. 2 hours. I was like, what the hell is going on? Are there some like billion-dollar investors that are trying to invest in our city? Which, if you guys haven't figured out where our city is, we're not going to tell you. You still have to guess.
Just like a scavenger hunt. Where do we live?
Yeah,
can you see the building behind me?
You guys better start
piecing together in the background.
No, yeah. The stars and do the constellations and what angle we would see them at and figure it out yourselves. The internet can do that. But anyways, like 2 hours, bro. If I was the seller of that home, I would say, hold up. You guys just bought our house in 2 hours. You didn't even look at it. I doubt they looked at it. 2 hours? I'm going to say no to you guys for now, and I'm going to wait until what other people will offer me. That's what a smart person would do. Not like, hey, I'm going to put this on... Because I think the average of selling a house is like 30 days or something. In 2 hours, bro? Something's not right.
I am not that familiar with being 50 years old and wanting to buy a property, so I don't know anything about these things, dude. But I will tell you, if you want to play catch up with me.
Alright, bro, tell us your amazing story. Alright?
So,
tell us your story, man.
It was not something amazing, nothing catching up with me. What I will tell you, though, is that, like, I started watching, well, actually, I already finished the second season. I started watching the second season of a show that I forgot even existed until it just popped out. That's the problem about Netflix, man. They'll literally have you forgetting that a show even existed until it's like, here you go, here's a notification, and we just dropped a new season for the show. But it was called Dating Around, and it was literally, it was like what those old school dating shows were like with Next and stuff like that, except it wasn't like anything like cool, tricky, like concept where like people get off the bus and like, oh, this is fucking ugly, get the hell out of here, next. But it was like, so the premise of the show is like obviously different episodes for different specific people, but it's like one person, and all of a sudden in the background you hear their, the voiceover, you hear like their family or their friends talking about how good this person is, and then they're like, oh, like, let's,
Wait, is that the, show where they do hookups? It was on, I think it was on VH1, where like they had like pop-up bubbles that would joke around about how the date's going.
I know what you're talking about, but no, it's not.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, it's pretty basic, like, so then the person is there, and like in the voiceover is just like their family friends, like, yeah, this person's a good guy, like they just want to find love, but they're messing around with the wrong people, and then like this person will go on 4 or 5 dates with 4 or 5 different people, and then it'll obviously pop up showing like what this other person's name is, the person they're going on a date with, the person they're going to date with. And one, I need dating, it's called Dating Around, so you should watch it, but I do need them to contact me about potentially being on the next season, because I think I'd be a great fit on that show. But it's so, I love watching dating shows because it's so funny, like, you ever think about how, this is a genuine ask question of you, you ever think about how, like, if and when you're on a date with somebody, how it might look if, like, someone was out there just recording you? Like, at some point, we will do a setup for a show, for a content on here for, like, where we're going to get you matched up with something on Tinder, and then we're going to record, I'm going to be there recording the whole date. So that'll be fun, but... Like, that's what I'm thinking about. Because, like, there was this one girl who was going on these dates with these guys, and then there's one dude that, like, she was kind of vibing and she was feeling, but I just felt like from the vibe I was getting from the way that they were portraying on the show, this dude was way too forward. Like, he was, like, when he was engaging her in a kiss, he was kind of, like, taking her and shit like that. And I was
a
like,
little rapey?
really rapey vibes. But I didn't. But then I was like, I hope to God I don't come off that way because I'm pretty, like, strong-headed, too. So it's like, I hope to God that I don't come off that way when I try to. And I don't think I do from, like, based, like, in my encounters I've had with other girls. But, like, you never know how it comes off on camera. That's my point.
Oh, yeah, that would be...
That's what I'm saying. Because it's like, what if you're just, like, that dominating type of type? And what if that girl likes that?
We don't need you to be recording evidence against us, okay?
Come here. But that's the thing, that, like... And the funny thing is, like... You immediately could tell who's vibing with who and who's not. Like, I don't know if that's just the show's intent, but it's just, like, it's interesting because I always try to, whenever I watch that specific show specifically, I always...
You put yourself in this situation?
Well, not even that, but, like, so the whole premise of the show is basically like this. They go on the 4 or 5 dates with all these 4 or 5 different people, just one date per blind date. And then, and then the show, in that particular episode, at the very end, the next day, they try to claim his next day, but it's just like when the sun's up, when it's not like nighttime. They have to follow up call, like they don't actually show them calling, but they basically hit up one of those 5 people for a second date.
Oh.
And so then the camera pans over to like random points in the city, and then you're just like, while the other person who's actually the main focus of the show is just sitting there waiting for the person they called to come over for a second time, and then you're like, oh, I wonder who, and you start like recording the person's like feet as they're walking up, and all of a sudden they pan up, you're like, oh dang, I didn't know she's gonna pick the rapey dude, that's crazy. But that type, and it's like, that's so cool to me, because I like watching like those reveals, because then I'm like, in my head I'm watching the whole episode thinking, okay, I think she'll pick this person. No, that's the thing that's so weird that I kind of wish they would. I kind of wish they'd be like, you know, I picked so-and-so because this and that. Because there's multiple episodes where they're definitely vibing with 2 other people, but you're like debating about who they're going to pick. Like, there was a recent one, I think one of the last ones was a girl, and she was vibing hardcore with this dude she was Hispanic. I forget where she was from. I want to say Dominican. And he was from Honduras. So they're immediately already having a vibe because they could speak Spanish to each other fluently, and they were like kind of, you know, they're
Man, that's hard to beat.
That's what I'm saying, though. And you're like, oh, the minute I heard them speaking like, oh, oi, mami, like, oh, so I was like, oh, dude, like, this is a rap. They're definitely going to win. But then, believe it or not, there's another date on her episode where it's this white dude, but he's like completely clowny, like goofy, like he's like, oh, like making all these jokes stuff like that, and they're vibing. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I kind of hope she picks this guy because I feel like that's such a good match. Like, he's just so, like, friendly and stuff. I was like, but at the same time, I was like, there's no way he's beating that Honduras dude, like, slick talk and all that stuff. Yeah. But then she ends up picking the white dude, and he goes on a date with her. I was like, oh, dude,
maybe he threatened her.
Bravo, dude, because white people haven't won enough in this country, so why don't
Oh, maybe she was looking at some other things, like...
how funny he was?
Maybe comedy, but maybe like money-wise.
I don't know. But there was one funny one. So like they mix and match. Sometimes the girls who are like bi or gay or whatever, they'll have different interchange dates with guys and girls. And there was this one dude who was like, I'm poly, which I found out to realize that it literally just meant that he's not monogamous. Like he'll date a bunch of different people at the same time. Like,
oh, is it that weird fluid one where they're like,
No, he'll only date girls. He won't date guys or anything like that or anything like that. But poly, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken correctly, it's like the way, or at least the way he was trying to say it was that he's willing to be dating a bunch of girls at the same time, like how guys have multiple wives. And then the girl goes, oh yeah, well I'm bi. Obviously, he's like, yeah. He's like, I like that. He's like, I don't mind if you date other girls. Or she's like, so wait, is the girls who you're dating and you're dating multiple girls at the same time, can they date other guys? He's like, no. She was like, why not? Don't say that's a bit sexist or something. No, it's not. It's not. And he didn't give no explanation. He was just like, it's not. I don't know what to tell you. It's not. So I was laughing about that, but that thing was definitely funny. And then the other one that I found funny was same day, that girl, it's like this kind of thick black girl, she was talking to this blonde girl, or no, brunette white girl. And they're sitting there talking, and she's like, yeah, so like this has been a pretty good date, isn't it? And like the girl is just like, she's so dead in the face that all of a sudden the camera just pans over to her after that girl says something. She's like, yeah, like we're just having a blast, like totally. It's like, bro, if I was on a date and somebody gave me that reaction, I would not give up a second date. Nor would I even continue that date. I'd be like, you look like you're about to fall asleep. Should I call you a lift so you can go home right now?
Do you need me to call the ambulance?
Yeah, dude, I would be amazing at show. I always think about shows like that or like The Bachelor. I'm like, dude,
but
I
I
would
feel
be
like
great at
since
that
you're
show.
on TV, people act differently.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing though. So like, I think there's
So
one
it has to be a hidden one where nobody knows that you're recording.
on the same day. So I'll creep up on you when you're dating some Tinder girl. And I'm like in the background.
Yeah. But I would have to be wearing a mic.
That's true. That's true.
Know?
'Cause I need to
But
pick
then
up the
I'll
sound.
know that. Unless you mic the girl.
Unless I mic you guys all. Unless I come up and hug you, pretend like I'm just going to congratulate you, and also I'm like,
Or
mic.
You set up the date and you put a like a mic under the table or something.
But I have to consult with the bar or the restaurant.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that you mentioned that thing about like people acting differently is like on the same freaking day she was dating this other dude, and as they're like, you can kind of, if you're not feeling it, you can kind of end it at any point in the time you want to. And so like she was talking to the guy and she was like, yeah, I think we're gonna like be done right now. She's like, I think I'm a little bit tired. I'm gonna go head home. This and that. And the guy's like, okay, can I like get your number or something like that? So, and she's like, well, I'm not sure if we asked that first or like she just initiated this, like said this next comment. But it was so funny because she's like, yeah, you can find me on Instagram and follow me. And the guy got so offended. And he was like, really? Really? And she was like, yeah. And he's like, really? He's like, okay. He puts his drink down and walks away. And I was like, oh, that's so funny. I was like, because you know if they were recorded, he'd probably start flipping out and going crazy, but he'd probably try to like maintain his
Damn.
module.
What would you have done in that situation? Where a girl, for some reason, you got it's just not working, and then she disses you like that. Would you throw a drink at her?
Come here. No, I think I'd just be like,
all right.
yeah, because like that's the thing.
You can't do anything.
That's the thing though. Like I don't think that you would ever get like how you see how so many guys get caught up with like harassing women about certain things. Like I don't think you'd ever see me in that scenario just because like I don't care enough about any particular person to harass that much.
Especially if it's a first date.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like yeah, if you're dating somebody for a while, then obviously you want to, you know, you might have some more attached feelings to it. But like if you've just been even for a few days been dating this person, it's like at this point it's like what it matter? Who cares? Like end it, whatever.
And to me, it's not even considered dating if it's a couple times. Like you guys aren't actually dating. You guys are just getting to know each other. You know.
I would just love to be on that show, dude. Like just so I could date random people and then like see which one.
Yeah. I don't even know how you get on shows like that. You have to like go online and apply or something.
Probably, I feel like, or like I don't know.
They gotta do a background check.
I wonder how many of those people are actually just trying to get clout for their
mixtape. Hey.
Well, like one of the girls, like the main character on one of the episodes, she like sings and does music, and they were like playing her music as one of the backgrounds to like the little scenes.
Oh.
So I was like, that's free promo, I guess. I don't know how they got her to, or how she got them to like.
Yeah.
The show or
there's a lot of creepy dudes out there. One of them, not well. Yes, you, but another one just got outed on Twitter. I mean, we can.
I feel like that's gonna open up way longer worms than we need to, and I kind of want to move into which foreigner would.
Hey, don't give him a pass, bro. You can't be giving people passes.
He's my friend, bro. I've known him for so long. I went to one of his shows. So did you.
I was forced to go.
I don't know if you want to talk. We can get into it, but
why don't we touch on it just lightly?
Okay.
All right. We're talking about it. We don't have to say a name.
I feel like at some point everybody's gonna know what type of person this is, especially if you say what field of work they're in.
Okay. They're a comedian.
Oh, really? Wow.
And can you tell us a little summary of what happened over?
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah, just a little summary. Just a tiny little bit.
Nothing. He was trending on Twitter because some girls started outing him about sexually harassing them when they were underage.
Do you believe them?
I believe all victims of sexual harassment, so yes.
So none of them ever lied?
I don't know, dude. Yeah, see?
Oh, they don't want you to talk about it, bro. No, I believe them because they had evidence. It's one thing if you just tell a story, but when you have evidence to back it up.
Here's the thing, though. The guy does look creepy. He looks like a creep in general. Like, if we weren't even talking about it, he just looks like that type of person's like.
I mean, the way that he dress, it's not his age. The way that he dresses and acts is not his age. He's definitely targeting younger audience.
I kind of want to move past this and just go on to which foreigner would.
I'm just gonna say I believe him, or I believe the victims, and then you.
And I do too.
We'll remember this.
Anyway.
Let's move on.
Next segment, which foreigner would, and this segment is literally.
I have no idea what it's about.
It's literally just because I have producing rights to the show. So if I ever want to take the show and the name with it, I now sign myself to a contract that says I have everything with it.
All right, George.
I'm sorry,
Shout
dude,
out,
but I would
George.
just feel comfortable with him around, dude, not at the wedding. So you need to like. Anyway, which foreigner would is literally just a take on. You know, you and me always have these discussions with other people too about which foreigner would be able to do this, or it would be last longer in this, or this such.
Oh, it's Dave Chappelle's Race Olympics.
Yeah, Race Olympics. Except this particular, well, because then I'd have to say that all Bosnians would be like me, and I'm a alpha. I'm a physical. You know, I can't point to my tattoo. I'm a physical specimen, so not many people are like. Not many Bosnians are like me. Yeah. So this particular category.
I just want to point out he's Elver number 3 or
Oh.
4.
Dude, what are the other people?
Oh, there's plenty of other Elvers that we know that are
There's nobody.
doing much, much better.
Oh, that's 100% infactual. 100%.
Have you seen my apartment?
Anyway, look at how much I'm doing, dude. See my apartment? Anyway, this particular one is going to be which foreigner would survive longer in a horror film?
In a horror film?
Yes.
Definitely. Do we consider blacks as foreign or minority?
Oh, you're definitely mistaking what I'm saying when I bring up the category. I'm not saying which race or which foreign nationality. I'm saying which foreigner would.
Oh, which one of us?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're like, are we taking the blacks into account?
Because, not to be racist, okay?
Well, I know black people die quicker quickest in a horror film.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's just the stereotype.
Yeah. So which one of us?
Yes.
I will definitely survive longer than you, dude.
There's no way, dude. There's no way.
100%.
Because what would be your strategy right now? Like, let's say, well, let's pick a horror movie. You know,
Okay.
I have one in my mind. What are you thinking?
You pick one, we'll debate it, and then I'll pick one and we'll debate it.
Texas Chainsaw.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Well, hold on.
He's known for hitting Middle Eastern people.
I might have to go with you on this one, just because I feel like Southerners are a little more, in your face about racism, and they might not take a second glance at you.
You do realize he's not like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, he's not like a regular human being. Like, he's not like a regular.
But it's a
Southern.
family. The family is in on it. They bring the victims to him.
Are you thinking of the same one I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of that freaking...
I'm thinking of the Jessica Biel one.
I don't remember Jessica Biel at all. I'm thinking of they driving down the road, their car breaks down, and they get to this house, and it's like empty as shit. And then
My
that's
point
where the
was
dude
I
kills
look
him.
more foreign than you.
Yeah, I get what your point is. I'm just saying, like,
so
I'm not thinking of the family or anything. I'm thinking of the particular killer.
Okay. So here's a scenario. Our truck breaks down. We're on a road trip.
Okay.
Our truck breaks down, and we huddle over to their house and say, "Hey, our truck broke down. Can you guys call the tow truck or whatever?" And they say, "Yeah, sure. Come on inside." And then the festivities start.
Okay. Section.
By festivities, I mean they call up their son, Hunchback Man, and he starts a chainsaw and starts coming.
Here's the
after
question.
us.
So what are you doing at that point?
I'm literally gonna look at you and say, "Let's get the fuck out of here," and we're gonna run towards an exit.
And that's why I feel like I would survive and you wouldn't.
Why?
Because I feel like the people who mostly die in these horror films are almost always because they're running away from this dude and he can easily catch up to them. And
That's why I think I would survive longer than you in almost any scenario as far as horror, because you feel like you can take on the
Yeah, but
opponent.
not by brute strength. Like, yes, I'm muscular and good looking and like the best person in the state and stuff like that. Obviously, that's a given. But my point is more so like, not really that I can like fight this dude. Like, I'm not pulling like a Joe Rogan and just starting like doing a couple jab steps. Like, I'm thinking more so along the lines of like, this dude is probably this what's gonna happen. So like, if I come up to him, well, let's say you're running for the exit, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, Masoud, you're a pussy, dude. Hold on. And then like, I'm fighting this guy, and all of a sudden like, I'm like getting ready. I'm like, all right, bro, let me like jab, move, step, stick, and all of a sudden he just throws me aside because he's like, freak, I don't want this weirdly looking Middle Eastern dude to run away and go tell more people and then like oust my secret. So then you've seen it in the movies, they throw around other people and other people's like, oh, they get slammed across the board and they fall down and they're crippled and you're thinking they're dead, and then later in the movie they're not because they're like, oh I'm still alive.
Oh, so you're gonna be
so
that
he's
guy?
gonna go chase after you and try to murder you, and I'm gonna be alive and I'm gonna pick myself up. But by the time I get to you, we already like raped you and murdered
Okay,
you.
in reality, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna run for the door. I'm gonna beat up the old man or the dad or whatever because he's probably older. I'm gonna punch him in the face and run. And then while you're over there, like, I'm the strong one. I'm gonna go fight this guy. Whoop, you're cut in half. So I have time while they're having sex with your dead body. Because they're gonna say, "Oh my God, this guy's the sexiest guy in the state."
Let's cut this segment and get on to your movie. So, what is the movie you're thinking of?
Okay, I'm gonna go old school. The movie that I'm thinking of is Predator.
Remind me of that again.
So he's an alien that comes down to Earth to hunt people. Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why are you picking this one?
Because he's a like a bounty hunter kind of. Like, he's gonna hunt us down, and we have to be tactical on how we escape and defeat him.
And what, you're super tactical?
I'm way more tactical than you, bro. You will definitely die.
I don't know.
So the scenario is...
what are you gonna do?
Oh, no. The scenario...
I remember the movie, so what are you gonna do?
Well, let me take you to the scenario first. Okay, scenario is we're in the jungle. We were hiking in the jungle. All of a sudden, Predator comes out, and he's like, hey, y'all got 5 minutes.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, because it's a hunt. It's a hunt for him. He's not doing this. He's going to say, y'all got 5 minutes to go run around, try to escape and hide, or whatever you're going to do, and I'm going to come after you guys.
That sounds so stupidly logical. Like, hey, dog, actually, it's 4 minutes and 53 seconds, bro. Y'all better hurry up or I'll murder you.
So here's a scenario that's going to play out. You are probably going to go and hide under some rocks or something.
Sick, dude. Thanks, bro.
I'm going to do like Home Alone edition. I'm going to set up some trap wires, you know. I'm going to put like a hole in the ground and cover it up with some leaves, you know, and put a net. I'm going to have some booby traps while this guy's trying to hunt me.
While
you go
if I can recap, I'm getting pebbles and rocks to cover myself, and you are MacGyver here, and you're fucking covering up a hatch plan with some random trap drop, dude. Awesome.
I'm like the Home Alone guy, and you're like fucking just a sitting duck. Just, hey, I can survive.
You know how we're gonna survive this? You know how we're gonna clear this debate?
How?
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Best out of 3.
Okay.
Whoever wins survives.
All right, that makes total
and whoever loses gets raped.
Okay. Hold up, bro. By who?
The Predator and Texas Chainsaw guy. Well, no, by the dad and the Texas Chainsaw thing, because I think you got a weird connection with him when you were saying.
Wait, no. They're the ones who's gonna have sex with your body after they kill.
Nah, dude, because they're gonna change that guy's like that Florida play takes for like
all right, so we're doing
fucking
rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah!
Best out of 3 though. What are you doing?
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
There
you go.
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah! Damn, I didn't want to go for paper because I was like, this guy's not gonna go for scissors.
Because I went rock twice, you thought I was gonna go a 3rd time. That's why I'm the tactical one.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna win.
Dude, you're still gonna die in the movie. You're just gonna last longer than me.
Okay, I get to.
Good.
I get bragging rights in heaven when we go to heaven.
Well, you're not going to heaven,
Oh
brother.
yeah, I am.
All right, so we'll scrap that one as a tie. Anyway, the next game we're gonna play is called List It, Bitch.
Oh, I hate this.
And this particular episode is gonna be a ode to TV sitcoms, TV shows.
Man,
Oh yeah.
you're a Netflix binge watcher, so you have so much more material.
Oh, don't worry. If you want to question another person's, raise a flag. Okay, let's question this, question that. Then obviously we'll put in a challenge and we'll look it up.
Okay.
If it's actually a show, because I don't think
Okay.
you start naming guitar. I'm like, what the fuck? I never heard of that show before in my life.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sitcoms.
TV shows. I mean, sitcoms are what? Situational comedies. So I don't really know what you.
Is that what they?
That's what it stands for. I know. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, me either until like a couple weeks ago.
So any TV shows?
Yeah, we'll go wide range any TV show.
Okay. Damn, that's a long.
That's what you think, dude. You thought there was a lot of desserts.
No,
but you're
I'm
still
thinking
lost.
I can only think of like 3 right now.
All right. I'm gonna start it off with a little GOAT TV show, The Office.
It's Always Sunny.
Okay. I'm gonna start off with The Mick, which was another show that Caitlin Olsen / D does.
Monk.
Damn, dude. Bring back a show from the 2000s.
Wait, they have to be old?
No, they don't. I mean, I was saying, way to
okay.
bring it one. Monk is old as shit. You're like, wait, they have to be old? You're the one who named the old one.
Oh yeah.
Space Force.
Frasier.
Cheers.
Naruto.
Narcos.
Ozark.
Peaky Blinders.
Ooh, I've seen the first episode of that one. It's pretty
Finally, dude. Fuck.
cool. Cat. Wait, hold on.
Cat.
No, cat dog.
You gotta think of the most random things that we can ever think of. Hey Arnold.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Rocket Power.
Ooh, Scooby Doo.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. Way better dog, by the way.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Way better cartoon.
Dragon Ball Z. Way better cartoon.
Dude, we're not thinking of anime because screw anime right now. I didn't get that job. I'm gonna go
How
ahead.
many times? Don't worry, dude. You can play again.
We're gonna need one in another year. I'm gonna hit you with a little hitter called Dating Around.
Bro, you just talked about that.
Exactly, that's a show. It counts as a show.
Seinfeld.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with a little hitter that everyone loves, and that you and I both love, and that a certain specific someone also loves.
Bro, stop.
Stranger Things. Calm me down, bro. I was thinking of it. Damn, motherfucker.
You can't think in talk. We're like
no, I was
10
thinking
seconds.
of what it was called. I knew the name, what the people were.
Okay. I got you. Look at this. Pokemon.
Digimon.
Oh, go
Oh, dude. Right back to you.
Powerpuff Girls. Okay.
What are you watching?
That's a show, dude.
I know. Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that. As soon as I said the
Yeah.
name first, I was like, oh, you little a-hole. Chicago PD.
Reno 911.
Chicago Fire.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Chappelle Show.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, God damn it.
I can't-
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone?
Yeah, Twilight Zone.
Oh, is that the one that they're going to make?
Yeah,
what's
what's your next one?
No, I'm saying, is that the one they're going to make with Jordan Peele?
Yeah, he already did it. Keep going.
Key and Peele.
Wait, that's a TV show?
Yeah, it was on
Comedy
Comedy
Central?
Central. Sketch TV show.
The fuck? Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, we're not even talking about this. This is like your stupid pie theory. Oh, cherry pie. Oh, big pie.
They don't know about that yet.
The Daily Show.
What?
The Daily Show.
Already know.
Oh,
I'm driving.
I win! That sounds so stupid.
Okay, let's go.
What up?
Hold on. No, what up? We already did what up, bro. You're fucking like 20 minutes late. Sorry for my cursing, but you're like 20 minutes late.
So, if you can't tell, we just randomly stopped doing the name game. We actually didn't really
hold
stop.
We didn't purposely stop.
Oh, they missed the. Oh, never mind. I thought that was the battle thing, but that was before. So we still got that.
Did we?
Yeah, that was before. That was after
okay.
rape. After you get raped.
After you get molested.
Well, I won, so you got raped. That's the whole joke.
Dude.
Remember I said, okay, whoever wins this game wins and survives long, and I said whoever loses gets raped. So you're getting raped, dude. Enough of it. Okay, you're getting raped. You're getting raped. Dude.
I'm cutting that out.
Cut it out with the name with the listed bitch. Anyway, as you can tell, listed bitch has not been listed, bitch.
It randomly died.
Technical camera difficulties. We have a camera that was apparently made in like 1855.
The results, I won, Elver lost.
That's all. I need you to pray on it right now. Swear to.
I swear on your camera that I won.
Well, newsflash, the camera already died, dude. So it doesn't matter if you swear on it.
That's why I'm swearing it. Okay. I lost because I couldn't think of anything. I had a mind block.
That's what I meant. Is that we missed that part. You freaking out.
I was having a brain freeze.
What was my winner?
What
did I? Was it? No, because then you mentioned something else. It was something. It was a pretty cool show. I don't know.
I don't remember.
But now that we're not on pressure, I can think of like 20 million other shows. I'm like, oh yeah, this
one,
and this one, and this one. I'm just thinking of one that I'm currently watching, The Order, which maybe I might review it.
So, Elver won. It was a pretty long battle.
Yeah.
We went back and forth for a while.
I think the desserts one that we also still have, which we actually have that one on camera. We could just place it on a separate video. That one was pretty long because we were talking about pies for like 20 minutes.
I just kept naming different flavors.
Pie. That's fine.
How about this pie? How about this
Excuse
pie?
me, sir. There is no honey bun pie. Yes, there is. I just made them.
Twizzler pie.
But,
Butterfingers pie.
So
which actually would be really good.
Butterfingers pie. There's probably Butterfingers cake. Actually, there is. I'm pretty sure Butterfingers cake.
Yeah.
So this is just the outro. Us telling you to share, subscribe. I will tattoo your name on my ass.
He will also, and I'm not gonna let him get off of this.
No, I'm gonna get all on.
If you guys guess what city we're from,
I did say that.
He will cash app you $10.
Okay.
$10 whole.
You can't tell by this
gracious man with. He can't afford pants that cover his knees, okay?
Can't afford socks either.
No socks and no knees being covered here, okay?
And this isn't rolled over. This is just short because I don't have any.
And he can't button up his shirt. He has but he can't afford it. But he is willing to give you guys $10.
Yeah, I will cash out if anybody can guess. But you have to be a subscriber.
You have to be a subscriber and you have to comment.
Yeah.
Not comment.
Share.
Wait, yeah, comment. Share. How would we know if they share?
We could see on the analytics.
No, just comment, and the first one to do it that guesses it right, he'll give him $10.
And this is a long-standing one, so even when we blow up eventually, if this still stands, you guys could still.
Yeah, you can still get it.
That is it.
Yeah.
Foreign Friends, episode 2 in the books. Weed story. We talked about. Getting groped by people we shouldn't be groped by. Standing with victims. Masoud getting raped by the dad that he's really fond of, apparently. The only person he really mentioned.
Elver getting molested
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, you're getting molested by the Chainsaw Massacre guy.
Masoud, who's playing Bear Grylls in the Predator movie because he's apparently really good at Mother Nature Earth. Yeah, what else? Oh, we talked about me being on a dating show because everybody needs to see that. I genuinely want to, we'll say one last thing before we end this. I genuinely want to, somehow make a new segment on the show of you going on a date and us filming it. Sometime in the near future.
I approve.
We will mic you. We will tell the girl in advance when you match with her, hey, we run a podcast. We would like you to be on the show.
Why would we tell her?
What are you telling me? You have to tell people before you can report them, creep. This is what I'm talking about.
What if we blur out their face?
We stand with women's rights because I don't want them, the fans, to be sitting there watching the show and then be like, all right, why is this dude?
What, are you gonna interview her after? She's gonna say he was gross.
This is you describing yourself, so that's just to put it on there. Anyway, share, subscribe, comment. Tell your friends there's foreigners sitting on the couch talking.
Tell your grandpa. Tell your COVID friends.
Go out to the bars, even if they're closed down because of COVID.
That's it. Enough whoring. Let's go.
Horny.
Yeah.